Hello, all new patrons. Hello, my name is Greg Haynes, aka Shin Tiger Curl, aka GQ Evans. This is a video for my Indiegogo campaign account to explain why it is that I want you to possibly donate and support this. Well, I'm a struggling author and been a fanfiction author for the last, say 15 years or so. And while I have found a lot of success with my fan fiction, I decided it's about time for me to enter into the world of professional writing. Now, I'm still something of a novice, but I feel that I can have room to grow anyway. Anyway, I'm 32 years old, from Houston, Texas. Yes, that Houston, Texas. Hobbies include wrestling, anime, manga, and video games. Pretty much anything a nerd like myself is interested into. As for my book, it's hard to explain exactly what it is without giving too much away, but I will try to summarize it as best I can. It takes place 1,000 or more than 1,000 years in the near distant future, where the world is separated into 3 separate nations: the Grand Vampiric Empire, which occupies the entire continental United States, Canada, Central and most of South America; the Protectorate of Vatican, which is an expansion of the Vatican, which encompasses most of, if not all of Europe, and certain parts of the Middle East; and the Kingdom of Khan, which takes up most of the Pacific Islands, namely the Asian Pacific Theater. Now, in this world there exists creatures of fantastical nature such as vampires, lycans, elves, dwarves, and all sorts of mythological and xenological creatures that may or may not exist. What I'm saying. The story focuses around a young, well, not relatively young, freelancer by the name of Lucas Kane, who is a former Imperial Police officer and / detective who retired 10 years ago before the start of the story. He has his own crew of freelancers that they take jobs from. Thorgan Riffall, a rather not ugly, you'll understand, a rather not ugly dwarf with a chance of insulting his opponents during a fight. Reese Fold, an elvish sniper. Jinx, a forest fae, those are the forest, and Gruz, a large, very violent, and very perverted Sasquatch who speaks only in Sasquatch, a language that I came up with. Now, he gets on a job that takes him far out of the Empire and finds himself involved in matters that could change the balance of the entire New World as it stands. That is the title of the book, New World. That's all I can say. So if you want to learn more about it, I posted the entirety of the first chapter as an audiobook that I myself had narrate. It took me quite a while. It took me hours upon hours of work just to get the pitch right and just so that I wouldn't have any interruptions as far as the book goes. But so far, I've had some positive feedback on it, but I really need more positive feedback as well as some more funding. Now, the money will be used to help publish the book, as well as help take care of my family, as well as some medical issues that I have that hinder me from writing. As you can see, missing a couple of teeth that gives me horrific migraine headaches. So I want to use what little money that comes out of this to get my teeth fixed, so I won't have these headaches, as well as take care of my mother. She has very bad irritable bowel syndrome. It's a very horrific digestive disorder. There is no real treatment for it, and she has chronic IBS, which impacts a lot of her, which causes a lot of abdominal pressure and nerve pain throughout her entire body, causing her to scream in utter and abject agony. So there's that. It's not something to look forward to. My father, he has a heart condition, and I really don't like telling him that my mother has these attacks, because he would get worried and it shoots his blood pressure up and he doesn't need to get sick. So what money that comes in for this would go to taking care of my mother, as well as taking care of myself. So yeah, so all of my time is devoted to either taking care of my mother, taking care of my nephews when they come to babysit, when I have to babysit them, or just taking care of myself, since I'm not currently unemployed right now. So if you're, like I said, if you're interested, if you're watching this from Indiegogo, from my Indiegogo campaign, I've already posted the first chapter of my book, and you can watch it at any time that you want. Also, for those of you who are subscribed to my YouTube channel, I will post a link below to my Indiegogo campaign. You can look for yourself, and you can donate as much or as little as you want. So there's that. And hopefully this will be the next big surprise hit of the literary world. Now, it will be a vast departure. Don't expect any Twilight or any of that other stuff. This is a completely different take on the entire vampire and lichen mythos. The word I used was lichen. You'll find out why when I complete my book. So, as of right now, I'm currently working on chapter 3. Yes, but unfortunately, like I said, health issues and issues with my mother keep me from really writing as much as I would like. So, that's not to say this constitutes as begging, but I would very much appreciate any kind of help that you want. My goal is $1,000. It's a meager goal, but anything that you can anything that you can contribute will be greatly helped. So there's that. So like I said, if you're watching from my Indiegogo account, the first chapter of the book is posted on the campaign site. So just click on it and listen to it, and listen to me, and see if this is something that you would want to read more of, or something that you would want to back. For those of you on my YouTube account, look below. There's the link to my Indiegogo account. So any of my loyal fans, if you feel like you want to contribute to help this become a success, go right ahead. So this is just me saying thank you. This is Greg Ames, GQ Evans, Shin Tiger Curl, saying thank you in advance.